Hello, everybody. Oh, I can hear myself. That's not going to work. I don't know if you all can hear me. I don't know if it works. Hold on. Yep. Okay. Yeah. No, we're cross streaming to Twitch, and I can hear myself. Why? Well, I have an idea why. Actually, I don't think I need. Hold on a second.
This is going great!
Actually, test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Okay, I can hear myself on Twitch and the game audio. Alan claims there's no game audio on. I can hear myself on. I can hear your voice on YouTube. You can hear game audio on YouTube? What? How is that possible? I mean, maybe the audio is a little low, but nothing like debugging live to make it more interesting. Actually, that should be on there. Game audio confirmed. Okay. And it feels reasonable, and you guys can hear me. All right, I think we're okay. I'm not quite sure why it works, but I'm not going to complain either. That's not what I wanted. So we got the new, here both. Nice. Thank you, sir. So we're in Fort Lauderdale. We're going to do a flight down to Montego Bay. It is the shortest flight out of Fort Lauderdale that is not a flight to either Jacksonville or Nassau. Hey, Brad in the house. Hello, Brad. So we're streaming on both Twitch, as you can see Brad's comment over there, and YouTube, which is where you can see Damien's comment over here. And you know, we're just trying to conquer all the internets. I figured I've already mastered YouTube, obviously the biggest streamer on YouTube for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now let's move over to Twitch and reconquer it, and do what we need to be doing over there. So here we are. At least we're trying it out anyway. And I just remembered the alerts do not work on. I don't have any alerts for Twitch, so I don't know how that's going to work. I haven't thought that part out. Maybe we get up on the flight. I can try to get the alerts working for Twitch, because right now it's only YouTube alerts that work. Who are we today? We are JetBlue 1693. Let's get V-Pilot up. Bam, 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 bam. And y'all missed, I think, there you go. Exactly, Damien. Listen, I didn't say it, but, you know, just saying. Hello, V-Pilot? He's talking to you, FaZe. All right. No air traffic control. I was hoping for something on Saturday, but it seems like the only event today is later tonight in Atlanta, and it's a GA event. Not that you can't fly into Atlanta, but I figured, hey, try it out. All right, 1693. So, man, I am super distracted. 30. What did I file? 350 on the way up. Confirm. Let's get some wins in here. I don't like Damien. Nah, no one likes him really. You're not GA enough for that event? Oh, Alan, I would fall asleep faster than you at a 7 p.m. Twitch stream. Oops. Not yet. Not yet. What am I doing? Yeah, that's correct. I'm actually doing the right thing, but I forgot I'm doing the right thing. All right, let's get going with the flight here. This should be a pretty quick flight. YouTube video actually loads. Nice. Everything's working just as I planned. Mass and balance. Load the aircraft. Instant. 6.2. So I have a shotgun mic. Hold on. I have a shotgun mic. I can reduce the input a little bit. But the idea is that I don't have to like make love to the microphone. It's really helpful for like landings and things. So I'm not like, you know, the directional mic is better audio, but like then I have to like constantly move the microphone so you guys can hear me, especially when I'm trying to do things like land the airplane. 56.5, 30.9. So I'm using this is the Rode. I forgot what this mic is called, but it's a Rode shotgun mic. Hallen says, I like watching both. Looks like Twitch is a bit ahead of YouTube. That could be the case. I couldn't tell the 20 Twitch ads. See, just come over to YouTube and you won't have a problem. I mean, you are there already, but just saying, there's far less ads on YouTube. All right, flight plan. What is the active in Fort Lauderdale? Because SimBrief gave me 10 right. That seems odd. Arrivals 10 left or right. Departing runways 10 left, 10 right. I think we'll take 10 left. I feel like it's always a safe bet. Lauderdale departure 10 left. Thank you, Damien. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Isn't 10 right the short runway? Yes. Indeed it is, yes. 10 left, I think, in Lauderdale is just always being used for both arrivals and departures. They can use 10 right if they're busy, but otherwise you're right on that one. Phase, I'm starting a damn play button. I'm staring at a damn play button over on Amazon streaming. And we haven't gotten that. I should start doing that, Phase, and I can start selling you guys like purses and shirts and stuff. So, Hawks! That's a lot of nuts! How are you, Hawks? Hold on a second. Where am I flying? Riga 2 to Ursus. I also want to say big shout out to Hawks, who also decided that in 2023, it was the year, yes, the year for his ass surgery. He wanted to be just like his childhood hero, Sheed, and he has moved on from the flight streaming world in order to get the evidently very, very elusive surgery. But, you know, no judgments here. Sangster, I have no idea what they're landing there, so we're going to go off SimBrief, which says 7, and there's no star in, so it's straight in, runway 7. Hey, FaZe, made it over to the YouTube side. So we're actually cross-streaming Hawks on both Twitch and YouTube. It's a crazy world we live in now. All right. Fort Lauderdale, 10 left. 1 on sync. What? Oh, sync. Calculate. I have to sneeze again. I should have just subbed over here. Yes, thank you, FaZe. I appreciate it. Actually, you really should have, because I have no idea what the heck is happening on Twitch these days. But as Hallahan said, where is it? Oh, I missed it. Yes. Here you go. I mean, he's not wrong, guys. He's really not wrong. Uh, 1.2 flex 68. 134, 140. Cool. We're good here. There's no air traffic control on, so 122.8 for us. Based on a good 5G connection and Twitch refuses to play. Sounds like you need a better connection. It works on YouTube, though. That's strange. You should try a cheeky YouTube stream sometimes. It's interesting. It's fun. Hawk says, like the formatting on Twitch better than YouTube. You plan on being due from here both? Probably. I mean, it's pretty, now that I have it kind of set up, it's pretty easy to do that. I just feel like so for a while I thought it was annoying that if you're on Twitch, you can't see the YouTube comments. And vice versa, right? Then I thought, what would Hallahan do? And he would say, who cares about those people? And so I said, all right, that makes a good idea. Plus, there are some people who just simply aren't aware that I'm on YouTube or don't use YouTube or whatever the case. They like watching ads. I don't know. Get the altimeter. So we're going to give it a try. Everything I've learned about internet marketing, I learned it from a guy who works at a parking garage in Boston. 29906. Going up to 35. Yeah. We're good. All right, let's get it going here. Start the power, bleed. Let's get blue cars up because I want to get credit for this flight. So-called Halscam Marketing Limited, indeed. Fort Lauderdale is what I want. A320, 35,000. That all looks correct. Start the flight. Cool. Start. Company message. Love the company messages. Not. Return. Good. We'll wait for that one to come through. All right. Anyone here with me? There's a Spirit stopped on the runway? What? I mean, I can't say I'm surprised, but why is there a Spirit on the runway who's just stopped there? There's also an American over here. Sir, we'll give him a minute, but I can't say I'm that surprised. APU is APUing. It's available. External power off. Turn on that. And get rid of the ground services. And let's get out of here. Yeah, it's crazy, Brad. You can't park there. Hawks, have you been enjoying V2 the Phoenix? Yeah, I think like everybody, I've been struggling with landings. Like, it's so easy to float now. I feel like
hello, Captain. We are ready for
with
pushback.
V1 in the Phoenix, I would always wait for the 30 call out and then flare. Now you have to kind of keep it unflared until the very last. I know, flare. Woo! Keep it unflared for the very last second, and then put a flare in. It's like it seems like there's a very fine line now between a slam and a float. Hey, Dave in the house.
Checks completed.
What's up, Dave?
Bypass pin inserted.
Hallen says, I didn't update to V2 yet. On day one, there were some graphics driver bugs, which is expected, but why I waited? I haven't had any issues with that at all. Thank God. I'm also not on the beta. I think most of the issues I've seen with people having the Phoenix have been related to being on the beta. Hawk says, I'll pass on some settings from Blackbox. That's been friggin' awesome. Yeah, absolutely, dude. All right. Yeah, I would love to have that.
Locking gear.
Actually, what I want is not this view. There we go. Very loud. Phase had a crash to desktop on DX12 with the Phoenix. I don't think tail, hold on a second. Tail to the right. Tail to the right.
Release parking brake.
I don't think I've had
Commencing push.
I don't think I used DX12.
Start at wheel.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I haven't. All right, turning one. I will say the new sounds in the V2 are much better. It's kind of interesting. Whoa, what the? Okay, it's just GSX being GSX. I will say it seems like nothing like a Tokyo Drift pushback here. I don't think I ever had DX12 on. I think that was a Hawks recommendation that there was no point in putting on DX12 given where it was. And I also learned that in V2, you have to wait for the avail. I did say tail left, right? Because we're getting a tail right. Cool. Thanks, GSX. Remind me, do you stream and play on the same machine or have separate systems? I have separate systems, Phase. So I have a streaming PC and a gaming PC. I use OBS, and right now I'm actually the way I'm using the restreaming between both YouTube and Twitch, turning to, is I output the video from OBS into a virtual camera, and then I use Restream, which is a website, restream.io, and it broadcasts to both platforms at the same time. Oh, maybe it's going to push us back out of the alley. Nope, just kidding. Come on, Noah.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Yeah, we're good on the engine start here.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Yeah, I went to the two machine stream a long time ago. Because back then in X-Plane 11, the resources that OBS or whatever was using was just enough over the top to really impact the game's performance. With Microsoft Flight Simulator, I'm not sure it's quite the same thing, but regardless of that fact, from a performance standpoint, I mean, you don't have two systems competing with each other, basically. You'll need to use DX12 to use frame generation. Is that what I have? I'm sure. I mean, honestly, I just do whatever Hawks tells me to do. Graphics, where are we? Oh, right here. I am on DX12, so yeah, there you go. Everything I said is, when I said I wasn't using DX12 phase, I was lying. I really do use
Unlocking here.
DX12. And frame generation, by the way,
Connected. Bypass.
has been like the biggest. That's the biggest boost you can get with using a really good graphics card, because that really makes a huge difference in performance. Ever since I turned that on, that was a game changer. All right. Engine 1 is good. Engine 2 is good. Switch that off. Get rid of the APU. Yep, you got to get a new graphics card. If you don't have a 4090, what are you even doing, Phase? Like, what's the point? You know? You may as well just throw what you got out the window, or at least donate it to Void, whichever you want to do first. All right, how am I getting out of here? I'm going to have to do a UE. The Spirit is still on the... Which Spirit is that? Because he hasn't moved in 10 minutes off the runway. All right, now I got to message this idiot. Can you please get off the runway? Vatastic. 2070 from 2 months in the pandemic? Yikes. All right. It's probably NKS 1055. You know, he like landed and like went to the bathroom or something. That's got to be him, right? Yeah, NKS 1055. There you go. Message sent. All right. Lights coming on. That looks good. Flaps 1. Boom. 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 Auto brake max. Takeoff config. Good. Let's get out of here. Fort Lauderdale traffic, good afternoon. JetBlue 1693, taxiing runway 10 left from the Foxtrot gates, Fort Lauderdale. Whoa! Why is there no sound? Ian, thank you. I got to fix the sound, Ian. We will replay that for sure. Once I figure out. Thank you for the $5 dono, my friend. When we get up in the air, I got to fix the alerts. It's not you, Ian. We're streaming on Twitch and YouTube, and it's all gone to... Oop. You heard the sound on YouTube? Oh, good. Well, I didn't hear anything. So as long as you can hear it, but I didn't hear anything. But I want to hear the sounds too. Hey, Dave Rendon in the house. So if Hawks is here, then Dave Rendon's going to be not too far away. And Dave heard it on Twitch. Okay. The alert doesn't hurt so bad. This guy's still in the middle of the runway. Well, we're going to have to just go right through him, right? Actually, I don't want to turn here. I want to go straight. Noah! I thought you only show up for Savage's streams at this point. So I am blessed and honored to have the face of Daytona Beach Aviation in the house. Yeah, Noah, can you get your plane off the runway? Look at this guy, Noah. He's been here for at least 15 minutes sitting on the runway. All right, I'm texting very slow. I don't know why. A little faster, Noah. Former Daytona. Where do you hang your head now? Hang your hat? Lay your head? Whatever the metaphor is. The front gears collapse. I mean, it's Spirit. Are you surprised? This guy respond yet? No, of course not. I mean, if you're parked on the runway for 15 minutes, you're in Davenport. Dude, brother, you know you're like, well, it depends on where in Davenport you are, but you are probably 15 minutes away from me now. Depends on how far from 429 you are. Yeah, dot wallop indeed. I mean, it's Miami airspace. I mean, nobody ever comes on here to control anyway. No, watch me. It went right. I mean, I met Ice. I can meet Noah. I'm sure that Spirit will make it to Orlando eventually. Oh, that's Spirit? Yeah. Well, he flew from Orlando. According to his flight plan, it was Orlando to Fort Lauderdale. Damien, when center? Because we need some new center controllers, man. I was hoping Nick. I know there's many Nicks. Nick, who's Kickstarter on Twitch. I was hoping he'd get center soon because he's on a lot. But we'll also take you, my friend, because I know you're on your trajectory to become the next Sheed of Jacksonville Center. Traffic permitting 15 minutes to 1 hour. It depends on how much of I-4 you have to be on, Noah. This guy hasn't left yet, right? Now, why would he leave? Fort Lauderdale traffic, JetBlue 1693, lining up runway 10 left, Fort Lauderdale. There's no air traffic control on. New York, nope. I guess take the other one. Also, the braking action in the Fenix V2 seems a lot, like turning is a lot harder. He's still on the runway, guys. Jack Center's always on. I love those guys. Miami, here or there, but nothing like Jacksonville. I'm Dave. I'm really not even sure if you're being serious. Jacksonville just has a terrible reputation during events and whatnot. I'm Allergic Center. F11 is my hangout. That's not what I wanted to click on. But come on, man. We need you. All right, here we go. Let's get out of here. Well, I don't care about this guy. There we go. Airspeed's alive. D1. Rotate. Positive brake, gear up. Yeah, the sound is really good. For sure. Fort Lauderdale traffic, JetBlue 1693, clear runway 10 left, unlike the Spirit plane. Flying, departing to the south, final call, Fort Lauderdale. Arch in the house. When do we get ATC? Brother, I don't even know how to fly. I don't even know VFR. I would have been a controller, but I can't be bothered, air autopilot on. I can't be bothered to learn VFR rules. Better CP. Listen, CP, we've already conquered YouTube. We're moving on to Twitch now to become the #1 ranked flight sim streamer on Twitch. Yeah, no, I'm really hoping the IAE engines come out soon. I know that's part of like the V2 Block 2, whatever they're calling it, that flaps. But I'm hoping it's going to be soon. You're going to have to beat that ZOA controller on Twitch. Wait, who are we talking? That's wait, who are we talking about? He's got a decent following. Oh, this is no problem. We can beat him easily. I mean, it's in the bag. Off to 99. I don't know what that means, but okay. Sure. All right, some noise canceling coming on. Digging the combined comments between the two platforms. Yeah, it's really. I mean, I kind of feel bad for you guys because you can't see all the dumb comments that Hallahan makes on one platform or another. But you know, it is neat that again, not everybody knows that I'm on YouTube or gets the notifications. The 99, as in 121.9. Combined comments, good, indeed. Yep. I mean, if not for this, CP wouldn't have been in here. Or Arch for that. I mean, Arch does show up on YouTube, but I mean, I feel like some of you guys, I mean, I'm the same way. I'm mostly on, I'll be more apt to open Twitch, but I'm just saying there's less ads on YouTube, just FYI. But we have 13 people watching us on combined platforms, so that's not bad. I'll take that. So the one thing we've got to figure out are the notifications, because I don't have Twitch notifications on. So if I go back to Streamlabs, can I do YouTube and Twitch in the same thing? Because this is YouTube, but I have to go like, oh, I know how to do it. I would have to go back to my Twitch profile. Yes. Yes, I think this will work. I log out of Streamlabs. You guys can't see this, obviously, but log into Twitch. Yes. Let's see if it's still here. I just don't look at YouTube. It's got all the... Wait, I control here too, yes. I thought the ads were the notifications. Got him. Or should I just don't look at YouTube. It's got all the trolls. Have you been on Twitch? It's nothing but trolls.
Woohoo! In your face, Milwaukee!
Hey, Booms, thanks for subscribing. Welcome aboard. We're flying JetBlue A320 down to Jamaica. And I will play my favorite clip of all time about Jamaica. You should be able to, but it will say something like you're violating Twitch TOS. I think you're only violating that's old. I believe you're only violating the partner program, not affiliate. I believe on affiliate you are allowed to cross stream. It's partner that you're not allowed to. And if I'm wrong on that, there are a lot of people breaking the rules already. And I really don't care about my Twitch account anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Arch says, if you don't have people that make me walk my fish, if you know, you know. I have not heard that one yet. Is that from the Ben soundboard or something different? It's equal opportunities trolling. Indeed. Video on YouTube, comments on Twitch. Ooh, see, there you go. But who's partner these days anyway, right? Yeah. All right. So anyway, we're back over here. Yeah, I agreed to the latest things. All right, so alert box. So if I just copy this, and then I go to OBS and I create a new Streamlabs, and we'll call this, where are we here? Browser, and this would be Streamlabs Twitch. Okay. Put that in there. Sure. This one is 800 by 600. That's right. Okay. All right. So now, I want to replay the one. I know FaZe did something earlier. Where's that comment? Hold on. Savage, what's up, man? Ad roll? What is this? If you come over to YouTube, there's no ad rolls. Or I mean, there might be ads, but this is the comment original talking about. So tell me about Kick. Isn't Kick only like, I think we go to Kick if we not only do flight sim and gambling streams at the same time. You guys want to see me play like slots while we fly? Then we can get the trifecta of online streaming. Are we just making a big old right turn? Yes. 18,000 feet. Standard pressure. Okay, so how do I re-roll an alert? I used to remember how to do this. Oh, recent events. I got it. Hello, recent. There are no. Oh, yeah, there we go. Well, according to this, there isn't one. Like, this is the latest one. Let's see if this works.
Woohoo!
Hey, there we go.
In your face, Milwaukee!
But I know that FaZe, didn't you resub Earl like at the beginning of the stream on Twitch? Twitch with a 95-5 split in revenue across the board is Kick. Right, and a lot more gambling. But yes, you are correct, sir. But it's like the problem with Kick is the same problem that Mixer had for a while. There's nobody on there. I mean, there's people, but in flight simming, it's really rare. I mean, YouTube is pretty rare right there. Oh, YouTube Premium might? Yes, it would. I actually have YouTube Premium as well. That is worth the money right there because we watch a lot of YouTube at home, just like, you know, on the couch, and that is the best money you can spend. You can hide the gambling. No, I want in on the gambling. I want to make money too. It really is a Mixer 2.0. I believe that. When I replayed the follow thing, did it play the sound? Okay, cool. Neat. We're above 10,000 feet, so already turned the lights off. Good. Good there. Better than most other streaming services for the content? You think that, wait, FaZe, you prefer Kick? Is that what you're saying? Or YouTube? As someone who was on the inside of Mixer and Lena was part of the NDA on Mixer, Kick is legit turning into Mixer 2.0. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem is just like, as a streamer, you know, investing your time there to build any kind of community on a platform you're not 100% sure on. That's the biggest issue for me. Oh, yeah, cable. Oh, right. I see what you mean there. FaZe. Right, yeah. YouTube Premium is like, if you guys watch any YouTube at all and you're not paying for YouTube Premium, you're missing out because the amount of ads that you watch on, like when you're flipping between videos, like it pays for itself almost immediately. It's so good. I like that Oceanic is on. Strange. Is there like a event going on? Lena had the Mixer NDA, but not like the name, but the actual like, right, as in a non-disclosure agreement, correct. I feel like, oh, and music. I haven't done that phase, but yes, I agree there. And you get free YouTube music. I don't even use that feature. I really should, especially since it went up like $2 like a month or two ago. But YouTube Premium is so good. So I have new scenery for Montego Bay. Hopefully it'll work. I haven't tested it yet. Even if YouTube's algorithm isn't as great as Spotify or even have music, it's a great deal. I mean, no ads, dude. It's so good. YouTube Premium is like $11.99, I think. Right? $11.99 a month, something like that. I mean, again, if you watch, yeah, $13.99, excuse me. Because it just went up. It was $11.99, now it's $13.99. I think it's worth every penny of it. If you watch more than like, 5 videos a week, which I'm sure you do. Oh, YouTube Music gives you a great interface to listen to the videos as audio only. Right, and I believe also you can watch videos with, like, you can turn off your phone, like you're in the car, like, but it still plays. So a lot of remixes and indie artists that self-upload show up in YouTube Music. Nice. Not that I care about that, but you know, if that's your thing, more power to you. I just it just seems like I was thinking though about doing YouTube Twitch Turbo. I was talking to Plato about that because he uses it. Because it's just annoying. Like, it's not that I don't want to support people, but like, you know, you hop in like a rando stream, not somebody like you watch all the time, but ads are just the worst, man. I have enough subscriptions adding up though. If I need to trim some, better CP. Rip. Oh man. By the way, I don't know if y'all paid attention, but we did manage to take off. I think we missed the Spirit plane on the ground. I think we were able to avoid hitting him. So, pat on the back for that one. I don't think there's much to see. We're too far from Miami. But there's downtown Miami, Port Miami, other areas in northern Miami. All right, it's already 100 degrees in here. So now I got to like log into the Nest. God, my computer room, it doesn't matter if it's, unless I've got the AC cranked down, the computers in here, they're space heaters, basically. If we're talking streaming services, you know what really grinds my gears? I pay for the most premium versions of service. Let's look at the own services pre-roll ads. Oh, yeah, that I always feel like that's annoying. The house ads. Yeah, you're not wrong on that. That is really annoying. Ads are a pestilence. I mean, it's just I appreciate there's an option to bypass them by paying for it, because I'm willing to do that. There was a time in my life I wasn't paying to do that. Now I'm totally willing to pay to do that. Especially, like, I can deal with them. YouTube isn't too bad, right? It's really when you're watching, like, have you ever tried watching, like, Peacock or any of those, like Paramount without, and you have ads on there? They put, like, an ad, like, every 5 minutes into your video, whatever, movie, TV show, whatever. It's awful. It's just a terrible experience. That's besides the fact you're already paying for the service, but. Well, we're on our way. This would be a pretty short flight. I think flight time, real world, was, well, this says it's, I must be blind. Oh, an hour and 20 minutes. So should be pretty quick out of here. We're already up to the Florida Keys at this point. Oh, you'll do that on apps? I don't use that many apps, like, but yeah, I agree. It's just, oh, yeah, it's a quick flight. Hour and 20 minutes. I think in the real world, though, it was longer. Because SimBrief says an hour 20 airtime. Hour 43, according to FlightAware for this flight. I'm not sure if it's because, I don't know. It looks a little bit of vectoring because of the storms. I mean, it's 543 miles, so I guess it depends how much vectoring we do to get in there. Flight Radar 24 for a month, especially if I'm flying. Do you prefer Flight Radar 24 or what's it called? I use FlightAware. I only use Flight Radar 24 for one feature, and that is if I'm like in the case of Jamaica, like there's no digital ATIS and you have no idea where they're landing or taking off. In Flight Radar 24, you can zoom in really close and see the satellite view and be able to see where they're landing. We can't really do that in FlightAware, but I use FlightAware for like 99% of the time. What the heck is this? I'm not even sure this is a thing or this is Hallahan had a stroke and slammed the keys. Flight Radar 24 is great for plane spotting. Ah. Yeah, no, so my extent of using these kind of websites are for basically just finding, you know, you're looking for a flight to fly in the sim and you want to figure out what the route was and what altitude and all that. Ads B Exchange. All right, you all can go there on your own, at your own risk. I can't click on it though. It's kind of annoying. Let's see if I click on it over here. Oh, what? What is this? It doesn't look like my ad block on here. Fine, just turn it off. What a terrible URL, though. I would never have guessed this is about flight sim. It's raw ADSB data? Ooh. Yeah. I mean, this is like VATSIM for real-world flights, real airplanes. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute, can I just steal this data and create my own website, like HallahanFlightScamTracker.com, and just reuse this data? Or is this just another, like, FlightAware? It's just a different, I don't know. Hallahan is on. Did someone buy that? I think there's a money opportunity here. Oh, isn't there someone grumbling about being paywalled soon? Oh. Yeah. I just like FlightAware. I just like their interface. It's clean. They took off from this airport. Here's the gate. They're landing. There's no gate data here yet. Whatever time. Is it on time? Total travel time. The route and the altitude. Like, it's super simple, right? What airplane they used. Really, the only thing they don't have on here is the runway. That's the only thing this doesn't have. Flight radar just seems a little cumbersome, especially on a phone. I'm waiting for someone to import AES Exchange into MFS. So what do they use when you? I don't think I used it like once when I first installed the game. Sorry, the simulator. What do they use for data in the sim? Because there's that option to have real world data, isn't there? I'm sure it's not as like up to date as the Hallahan's website there, but I'm just curious where that comes from then. Nice. All right, where are we here? Oops, not that. Not that. We're almost at our cruising altitude. Hey, Rue. How are you, buddy? Welcome. I think it's tied to FlightAware, but I'm not 100% sure. Ah. Yeah, I like the over the wing views. You know how it is. All right, we're just about at cruise now. We'll speed up. Should be over Cuba soon. No? Ah, there it is. I think that's Cuba, right? Where are we? Or is that the Bahamas? No, that's the Bahamas. Okay. A little further to go. Sajbek, hello, welcome. Thanks for joining us here. We're doing a flight down to Jamaica. Oh, my favorite Jamaica clip of all time. Hold on. I need to where's the mixer? I think it's this one. Oh, wait a minute. This is going to get me a DMCA strike. There's a Twitch stream too, indeed. Is this worth a Twitch? Oh man, I don't know if this is worth a DMCA strike. I noticed no background music. Can't remember if that's your preference or not. It's mostly the DMCA stuff more than anything. Yeah, I forgot about this. All right, y'all can watch it on your own. I'm not getting a DMCA strike over it. But yeah, essentially the biggest problem is just that I don't want the DMCA strikes, and I know that there's like, well, it's not supposedly. It is what's it called? Royalty-free music, but I don't trust it. Plus nothing. That's it. That's the end of my thought. Over on YouTube land, they're very strict on that kind of stuff. Mr. Dabup, what's up, man? How are you? My day has been very good. Saturday, I'm playing Flight Sim. I have nothing to do today. It's great. It's a great day. How are you? Glad to have you here. Ox, you got to head out later, man. All right, man. Thank you for stopping by. Have a great day. And, yeah, we'll catch up soon. I think we've got, let's see, 391 miles to go. It's a straight in. There's no star for this approach. I mean, there is, but we're not using it because it looks like IRL, they're not using it. Doing good. Just think of doing a 5-hour flight from DFW. Whew. Where are you going to fly to? 5-hour flight. I mean, respect, but I could do a 5-hour flight on a weekday if I'm working at the same time, and then I'm not really staring at my screen. Like, there'll be times where I'll do this, especially like on Mondays. Take off in the morning, fly to LA, land. By the time I land, Arch is online at that point, controlling, theoretically. And, you know, it's not too bad, but trying to stream it is rough. But I don't think you're streaming. I think you're just flying it. I just remember when Cross the Pond was out in, what was that, April or whatever, and I really thought about streaming it. Thank God I didn't do that. I would have, like, I think after like 3 hours, I would have started like clicking on things with the hope that it would have crashed my sim. So I would have had an excuse to get out of the stream. I would have just started, you know, in X-Plane 11, I don't know if this is still the case with X-Plane 12. In X-Plane 11, if you clicked the screen, if you just clicked around like arbitrarily enough times, it would crash the sim every single time. I don't think you can do that in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'll be controlling Monday as long as the field don't flip. Yeah, I would love to fly out to LA. The problem for me, honestly, is not anything remote related to the sim. It's just my computer gets so damn hot in here, and then it's just like uncomfortable. You did Cross the Pond in X-Plane 11? Respect to you, sir, for doing that. That is a stamina test, unlike many other stamina tests out there, or for stability. Well, the fact that you probably have also the autosave, right? If you're flying, like, I don't know what you're flying, but like a Tollus, for example, that's huge right there. For if you really care about Cross the Pond, you got to have a plane that has autosave. That's the one, like, there are a couple things I miss about X-Plane. One is definitely the autosave and the Tollus. Damien got a mini AC for my computer room. Is it one of those? Is it one of those air conditioners that has like a vent that goes out to the window? I bought a fan. I bought one of these Dyson, like, you know, the circular fans. It does nothing. It's a really expensive, stupid fan that purifies my room of things that don't really exist. Oh, can I ask what model you have? Because I might do that. It is sweltering in this room. Hallahan says, been flight simming my entire life, never had auto. Really? In all your P3D days, you never had autosave? The wall-mounted AC? Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's like one of those that's like you see them like in hotels or whatever, but they're like, yeah, you look up on the wall and it's up there. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think that'll pass the HOA, especially since my office faces the street. I don't have a Discord. Aren't you in the other Discord? Not the shed, the other one. Hallahan's BBC Discord. Are you in that one? Because I'm in that one. But I do not have my own Discord. Because I don't think I think we're all on enough Discords. But I'm in the shed. You can always message me there. Hallahan playing dumb. Just like when Hallahan pretended he didn't know that he is Dommy's time. Yep. Sure. We can send you to Technology Connections on YouTube. What is that? I don't want to build my own AC. I just need something that is going to cool this room down way more than it is, because this room, the rest of the house is fine. It's just this room becomes an oven. Like, what's the temperature right now in this room? Let's see. I can check it with the Dyson that's plugged in the corner doing nothing. Right now, it is 83 degrees in this room. 47% humidity, but 83 degrees. I don't turn the fan on too high. I think it's really annoying. Tommy's time is Rue or Void. Disagree. Yeah, the other Discord, Oh, yeah, Damien, I see your picture now. Yeah, I know exactly. My in-laws used to have one of those. It's a great idea. That really is probably what I should do. Especially because one of the walls actually faces the side. I wonder if I could do that. Ooh. I might have to maybe I'll reach out to an AC guy. She's like, come do it. I don't care. It'll be a business write-off. Digi Drive, what's up, man? Technology Connections, that channel on YouTube with the really interesting documentaries about stuff that nerds like me probably. I am not like Mr. Handyman. I am not, hey, installing a new air conditioning duct in my own house. That sounds like a great way to spend my Saturday. I would rather shovel dog poop than do that on a variety of levels. But the canister doesn't have to be on the same wall as the wall unit. I think you've inspired me, sir. I'm definitely reaching out to an AC guy on Monday and be like, hey, I want air conditioning separate from the main air conditioning in this room because it is 83 degrees in here. I think that would work. That's also a better use of our AC, because I can turn down the AC for the rest of the house, and then keep this room cooler. Yes, excellent. I don't know about the concrete pad might be a problem, but we'll see what he says there. Whatever pleases the crowd. That's a good idea. I wanted to get at one point, unrelated to air conditioning, I wanted to get a generator because our house has a natural gas hookup. And of course, when you get hurricanes out here, I didn't want to lose power, aka losing air conditioning. And I reached out. I had a generator guy come out here. The problem with the generator is it has to be sufficiently far away from the house. And in Florida, everybody's house is like 7.5 feet from each other. So there was no way it was going to fit in my side yard without going onto the neighbor's property. And I did think about, what if I offered the neighbor, like, I'll pay for it and you get a hookup too, but it was just not going to work. So we're coming up on Cuba, it looks like. Getting there. There's no air traffic control on, although occasionally you do get ATC in, should have flown to, oh no, that's not Cancun, somewhere else. But there's no air traffic control in Jamaica, man. Occasionally they show up. Man, there's a lot of air traffic control in the Caribbean. Holy moly. I picked the one part of the Caribbean that doesn't have any air traffic control. Look at this. All of Northern South America, Central America, San Juan Center, other place that I don't even know what this is. Who's on San Juan? I don't know that guy. This is why you live in the West. We don't get hurricanes too soon. My parents live in the Desert Arch in outside of LA, and those people are freaking out. It's like, oh man, tropical storm warning for LA, dude. Arch, when is the storm supposed to hit? That is going to be like, that would be Arch. You've got to control when the storm is supposed to hit, because that is going to be like, whenever there's a storm in general, people love flying into those events right there. I feel for the lettuce farmers in Arizona right now. Yeah, I mean, let's put it this way. We all know that the Southwest needs water. So, like, I mean, they got like a substantial amount of snowfall last year, so that's helping a lot. But this is probably for the best in the grand scheme of things. But I do understand that there's a short-term impact there. See you down in Arizona Bay. Where is the storm? Is it going like, where's the eye going? I haven't paid any attention to these things. Because if it's not in Florida, I don't care. I'm looking up NOAA. Oh, I need Eastern Pacific. Oh, it's going. I see it now. Where's the 5-day cone? Yeah, so it's coming up right on Tijuana. Well, it's going to hit Baja California first. All right, so everybody in California is fine because Baja California is going to take the hit for you. That's basically the speed bump there. So by the time the storm actually reaches Southern California, it's just going to be a wind and not even a wind maker. It's going to be just a rain maker at that point. It was a Cat 4 last night, downgraded to a 3. Yeah. As soon as it makes landfall, where is it right now? It instantly drops 1 category. And then the more it's over land, it just degrades very, very quickly. I'll tell you, as someone who's lived through many hurricanes here in Florida, I can tell you that the media loves to scare people with these storms. The one thing they don't tell you is that the worst of it is really condensed to like one small area. Like if you remember with Hurricane, I forget which it was, the last one, that like it really did a lot of damage in Fort Myers. But if you didn't live in like Fort Myers Beach, the damage quickly, subsided quite a bit. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's just crazy. That's like rule number 1 about a hurricane: never watch the news. You never watch. I don't care. Like the day of, within 48 hours, you're just going to scare yourself. So stop watching it. Rule number 2 is unless the eye is coming directly for you, you probably will just deal with wind and rain. It's mostly flooding that's the bigger issue. Like people like in Hurricane Harvey in Texas, that was bad. I felt bad for those people because it wasn't like a bad storm in a storm sense, but the flooding came and then that was a problem because it just kind of actually it wasn't even flooding. It was rain flooding. Like the storm just sat there. So as a result of that, we started getting flood insurance at our house. We're not in a flood zone, but I was like, I'm never better to pay the whatever it is for flood insurance and be done with it. But I'm hopeful that the folks there in SoCal will not be too bad. Yeah, exactly, FaZe. It just sat on the coast. That's the problem. Like the faster the storm is, the better, because then it just comes in, does its business, and moves on. And really, unless you're getting hit by bad winds, which is again pretty localized area, you'll probably be okay. But Harvey was the exception on that one, because I think it was like a 2 or 3 maybe at the most. Coming in over the coast of Cuba. Looks like the satellite imagery is not so great on this one. Still pretty, but you get those blotches of blocks and whatnot.
30 traffic, Air 405 Yankee, 20 miles west of Montego Bay, inbound IOX, runway 6, 30 traffic.
It's quite a call out. That was you? I can tell you for a fact that was not Hallahan. Hallahan never does Unicom call. He hates Unicom callouts. I'm hoping that MFS 2020 or 24 fixes the issue. Actually, you can fix it already. I tried it. I didn't use it in this particular area, but there is a free add-on. I haven't tried it in a while, but the Google Maps mod should fix it or at least make it better. I didn't test it in other areas, but like I've heard that's really good for that. It's like basically auto ortho, but it uses Google Maps instead of Bing, and it's really easy to install. That'd probably be, I would hope, a fix for it. Doesn't really matter. I don't fly over this area that much, so I don't really care. But obviously, it's quite this is like really noticeable differences. Any traffic in the area, please advise. Hallahan's rule is if there's no one, unless someone's like right on top of him, he doesn't do call outs because he can't be bothered to do it. I'll just do, at this point, I used to do a lot more. Now I feel like I just do, again, first I'll look at VATSIM. If no one's in the area, I'm not making call outs. There's no point. But if someone is in the area, then I'll probably do downwind, base, and 10-mile final. The dishwasher videos changed my life. Are we talking about that other YouTube channel now, or also phase cross posting? Look at the phase on YouTube, phase on Twitch, phase on YouTube, phase on Twitch. Oh, we are talking. All right, so let's see. I only get the cheapest great value dishwasher powder now. My dishes come out cleaner than most expensive tablets. Well, what did the video do? Did it like, did they just like disprove the name brand stuff, or is there like a little hack for your dishwasher? I think my wife buys some pretty expensive stuff for that. All right, 268 miles to go. We got top of descent coming up in just a little bit. Current weather in Jamaica, man. Few clouds, broken, 31 degrees. Okay, doesn't look too bad, although it seems to be missing some other stuff over there, but we'll be fine. Oh. So Digi said, I started running my water to get it running hot before the dishwasher. Oh, really? Huh. Like how long? Like you just turn the tap on, get it hot, and then bam, you hit it, or you have to like leave it on for like 10 minutes on the tap first and then run it? Interesting. He basically showed that if you load it properly and use the correct amount of detergent, most people don't throw an extra tab in there for the pre-wash cycle, you get clean dishes. That makes sense. I mean, I feel like most things is probably get it hot, and then hit it. Okay. I feel like, I mean, the name brand stuff is the name brand stuff, in the off-brand stuff, especially if it's store brand, like isn't great value. It's not Walmart, but it's one of those, like, it's the same thing. It's made in the same factory. They just license it, or whatever the word is. I'm not sure what the right word is on that one. Run the water, get it hot. When you start the dishwasher, take like 10 to 20 seconds. Okay, cool. Yeah, that makes sense. If you're running for 5 minutes, it's like, all right, what's the point at that point? But interesting. It is Walmart? I thought Walmart is oh, that other brand I can't think of. Is that Costco maybe? No, like isn't it the same one that Sam's Club has? Because Sam's Club is Walmart. I don't know. Kirkland, yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Most places don't sell the basic powder anymore. It's all tabs or packets. Oh, I see what you're saying, Face. It's not so much that it's the tab, like what brand of tabs or packets. It's the basic powder. Kirkland's is Costco. Yeah, but what does Sam's Club have? Sam's Club, whatever Sam's Club has, they have their own. Is it great? Maybe it is a great value, and I'm just Sam's Club. You'd be all right on this one. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just don't recall. Sam's Club house brand. Members Mark. Is Members Mark not the same? Yeah, thank you, Mr. Davo. So, Members Mark at Sam's, which is owned by Walmart. Is it not this? Okay. Dollar stores might still have the powder? Huh. All right, we have a little bit of time here. Let's look at what's happening in the world of flight sim. Oh, I did see, by the way, this is not what is here, but the Bluebird 757 is coming out later this year. That I'm excited for. MK Studio releases Montreal. Oh man, Moncton Monday is gonna. I know it's not in Moncton, but you know what I mean. It's gonna be a big day. A2A Comanche. I know that Arch liked the Comanche quite a bit. Took over a flight sim stream with dishwasher talk. This is my cat jam. Nice. Saturn says, is it just me, or since the new update, FPS in the cockpit are much lower? Lower as in, sorry, do you mean like, is it better? Better or worse, Saturn? Let's make it that way. And also, I believe it depends. I don't have it up here. Where is it? There it is. These are my settings on here. I do not use CPU rendering, and I have not tried any of these two things here. Worse. All right, so Saturn says he thinks it's worse. Damien got an improvement personally. See what I mean, I don't turn on the FPS counter. I only judge it based on, how responsive it is and whatnot. It seems fine. I haven't counted. I didn't do like a before and after. But the one thing you could do, I guess, is try turning it to CPU instead of GPU. I thought though that one of the benefits was overall that in the Fenix V2, it was supposed to be better performance overall. Maybe that was just the marketing stuff. El Paso for MFS. Multiplayer model matching released for replacing default aircraft. Ooh. This is a new players entered the arena? Because I use AIG, and there's been fly-by-wire, FSTL or something like that. All right, so this one's called M3. The FMC is laggy, like when I press something like 10, 15 seconds, it wasn't. Oh, really? That is not the case. I mean, I can show you that. Like, the FMC's been really responsive if I click on the right things. FSLTL. There you go, Face. Thank you. Saturn, I gotta say, it sounds like it might be, I don't say like a you problem, but it sounds like it's a problem within your sim. But do you have what graphics card do you have? Not that that's the end all be all. I mean, if you have a really bad CPU, it might not be doing you any favors. But it sounds like you might. I don't know. I have not had that problem at all. And I'm also not on the beta. I feel like if you're on the beta, you get worse performance there. GTX 1650. I mean, you're kind of on an old card there. I mean, I feel like if you're not at least on a 2000 series card, you're really going to be hampered by performance in Microsoft Flight Simulator in general. Here's the question, Saturn. In the fly-by-wire A320 Neo, do you have the same issues or similar issues? Or does that work out really well? Yeah, I agree with Damien on that. I feel like it's, I mean, I don't want to tell you I'm not card shaming you or whatever, but I feel like your card is kind of old, dude. That might be the bigger problem. Like obviously, if you throw money at most problems, it'll fix it. But I feel like that might be a problem. I would say this, Saturn. I would at least give a try to the fly-by-wire A320 because it's really good. It's free. And performance-wise, now this is before V2, the fly-by-wire A320 worked out pretty well. So I feel like you've got a better shot at that. Oh, but in the PMDG, it works normally? Yeah, the PMDG, again, I don't know about V2 with the Phoenix, but PMDG 737 was always better performance than the Phoenix. You mean if I throw money at the stream, it'll get better? Yes! Yeah, in fact, if you donate at least $100, it gets substantially better. Like, it's like crazy good, you know? And you will see a different dimension, a different spectrum of light. That's straight. It's just the FMC. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, dude. I mean, it sounds like, based on my experience and others' experiences, it sounds like it might be your system more than anything. It's just you have a lower end system. But it's just strange that it's just the FMC and not anything else. And I'm not advanced enough to know what the problem might be, Saturn, to pinpoint it quite that far. Yeah, I see what you're saying. That before the update, it wasn't a problem. Now it is. I mean, it could be a lot of things. I mean, one thing, I'm sure you've already heard this, or maybe you even tried it. Have you tried uninstalling the Phoenix altogether and then reinstalling it? Sometimes that helps. Maybe it might not do anything. It doesn't seem like it would do anything, but it could. And you have it on the same. The other question I have for you, Saturn, is it is installed on the same hard drive as your game? Because I've had issues. One of the mistakes I've made in Microsoft Flight Simulator is my community folder is on a different hard drive than the game. And I regret that decision because when it loads new scenery, like if I'm flying across the country and new scenery comes up, there's noticeable like stuttering and lagging as it tries to load it in there because that hard drive isn't as used as much, so it's not spun up and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, that was, in retrospect, that was a mistake. Okay, it's on the same drive. Okay, cool. So you don't have that issue. So we're just flying to Adsel and then straight in. Is that what SimBrief told me? Yep. All right, Adsel and then straight in. Easy peasy. Back to the news. Oh, so model matching. The problem with model matching should eliminate at least 90% of the generic multiplayer aircraft seen on area. That's fine. I'm not convinced this is anything better than AIG. And didn't AIG say they finally fixed that licensing deal with whoever that guy was that wasn't going to let them use it before? I know this is a very vague description. Okay, well, anyway, it's good to know there's another option out there. Sofia Airport. I don't know what this is. Orbex releases London City for X-Plane 12. I feel like this is the big news of the week. The Concorde for P3D was released, which, of course, everybody said the same thing. People are still flying P3D, I guess. I saw Conti streaming it, and he did a great job. No. Yes, it was Conti. Yes. No. No, it wasn't Conti. It was Flyboy 8718176432 AB start up down left right. But it looked pretty cool. And the nice thing about this I thought was cool was that a lot of it is automated, especially the other people that are out there. So Damien says professional IT perspective. Microsoft Flight Simulator is heavy on the CPU more than the GPU. Odd but true because MFS doesn't utilize multi-threading. Choosing the correct settings for displays is key for the Phoenix. That makes a lot of sense because if you ever turn on your graphic settings, like the what's it called? Not the frame counter in dev mode, you'll almost always see what's the wording? It's like GPU not blocked by CPU or something like it's something under that effect, and that makes sense. All right, time to enter our arrival data. QNH in Jamaica. 1011. Temperatures 31. I remember that one. Yeah, that's it, right? Yep. Oh, the wins. 060 at 12. Cool. Phase hopes for 24 for multi-threading. Yeah, that'd be a huge benefit right there. I mean, the thing that Hawks was talking about earlier. The frame generation was really helpful, but that doesn't help with the CPU rather. That's GPU. So you still have that bottleneck with the CPU. Face says they can take my money and immediately, and I don't need to get Halascan. Limited by CPU or limited by GPU? Right, exactly. That's what I was talking about earlier. Yeah. And I feel like almost always is limited by CPU. Yeah, the one thing I would say this phase, going back to your comment. So here's a question for all of you. I already know my answer. I think I know my answer. When Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 came out, we all got Hala scammed and bought the super duper premium version because Hallahan told us to buy it. If they do the same thing in 24, I am that you should buy the base version. And the reason being that while, yes, there were some handcrafted something or others, most of them, like even the best ones like Orlando, have been replaced by payware. And then eventually payware sceneries override it anyway. So why pay for mediocre to average handcrafted sceneries when you're just going to get payware anyway later on? I think that's the lesson I've learned. Limited by main thread. Yes. And I think that's what I was talking about over there. You all know exactly what I'm talking about, but I'm going to try changing it from CPU instead of GPU because I have a pretty good CPU. There you go. Nice. Oh, man, oh, it's on Twitch. Of course it's on Twitch. Did anyone ban this guy? I don't even know how to block him on the other one. Taxi to Gate for Orlando is still extremely disappointed. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. First of all, I don't disagree with you. The update, though, made it a little bit better. But here's the thing. If it's not for Taxi to Gate, there are no South terminals because Microsoft never updated it, right? Like, yes, I'm disappointed. It's not nearly as good as I was hoping, or it should have been, quite frankly. Like, there's like, you have an expectation of where it should be, and then you hope for better. This was neither. It was really disappointing. But it did give us actual. It sounds like a JetBlue problem. Well, I'm sick of the Airside one. So for that reason, I wanted the South terminals. I don't know what just happened there. Let's close that. But yes, it was a JetBlue problem. I'm going for Super Deluxe. I don't want to miss any features. I don't think there's going to be any features. I mean, the only thing you can make the argument for is if there's an aircraft like 787 that you need in order to get like a mod. But I don't know. Like, if you look at the MFS 2020 Premium Deluxe features, what you got for it, I feel like there's been payware that has come out to replace it all at this point. Am I wrong on that? Is there one thing that came out of the Premium Deluxe that people still use it today that's worth it? I mean, the 787 with that new mod that came out, I guess. I'm calling for the most cold. Yeah, listen, I say this. I talk a big game, but when it comes out, I'm not so sure. Like, I thought initially the fact that you got handcrafted airports was going to make a big difference. It was like, oh, well, I'll never have to pay for an Orlando or whatever the other ones were. I don't even remember. And the reality is it's not the case because they never update it. I still use MFS Atlanta. Oh, I bought the payware a while ago. That makes a huge difference. I would recommend the Atlanta one quite a bit. That is good scenery. The Longitude. Yeah, that's just show. All right, fair. I don't fly that plane, but did you say if I have to go Premium Deluxe to get the 787, it'll take a while? Yeah. I mean, you guys are probably right. I think it may be the case. But I think one thing, I think we all drank the Kool-Aid with 2020, that the handcrafted stuff was worth it. And Granted, maybe you would have had to wait like 2 years. Okay. I don't know. It just felt like a lot of the benefits were quickly overrun by payware add-ons that were significantly better. Coming up on our top of descent. MFS Atlanta is better than payware? Really? No. Are we talking about the same payware? I mean, I think maybe there's an add-on for it that fixes it. The number one problem with Microsoft Scenery are the gates. The gate numbers are never right. Like, it's always like gate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, like 88, as opposed to like, D4. So it's a real pain in the butt to figure out which gate you're actually want to be at if you want to be at a specific gate. And then it's always just a minor detail if it's done well, like the taxi to gate notwithstanding. I feel like who makes the Atlanta one that I use? I don't remember. Community. I don't even remember which one. Charlotte. Any day now. I was chugging the Kool-Aid and I'm like, all right, I don't know what's going on over here. Forget it. I thought I would be able to quickly glance and find it. But I am not seeing it. I got nothing. All right, I take back all my comments because I have no idea what I'm talking about. Working title is the MVP. Oh yeah, for sure. They really, I think Fly by Wire still deserves the MVP title, but working title is still right behind them. They do a great job with it. Chill Skies, what's up, man? Welcome. Glad to have you here. We're coming up on our arrival into Jamaica. About to slow down here so we can start our descent. It did take 2 to 3 years for payware to get to the point where premium was not worth it anymore. That's a really good point, actually. Maybe I'm looking at it through 2023 glasses. Imagine Sim. Okay, I think you're right there, Arch. I think it was worth it, the Atlanta one, but I think in general, payware scenery is worth it if you're going to fly there with any kind of regularity. Like if you're going to do, 4 or 5 flights at least, ever, I think it's worth it, but I get it if you don't really go there like once in a blue moon, maybe not. Let's see. DigiDriver says, when I start building regional airports with jetways, I'm probably going to design, create support structure for the jetways so they don't disappear when I go to my airport as a destination. That's very helpful, no doubt. All right, we're going to start our descent here because it looks like we are coming up very quick. I don't think this thing really calculated our top of descent correctly. Because if Adsel is in 38 miles and we're at 35,000 feet, I'm not sure this is going to happen. Low auto brake. Spoilers armed. Mr. Dub still waiting for Dallas Fort Worth scenery. Oof. They haven't released that yet. I remember maybe it was KDAL that came out recently. The premium was how much more than base? We got 3 distant planes, 2 to 3 sceneries. Yeah, I guess that's true. I don't remember what Hallahan scammed us on exactly on that price, but it wasn't like 3 times the price of the sim by any means. But I just think that like at this point, I'm kind of disappointed with where it went. All right, I'm just plugging this in. We'll probably take a heading, but actually, you know what? Just keep the heading. Fine. All right. I can tell the computer is not calculating this correctly. Because it's like, oh, you'll be fine. Saturn says I just loaded in the sim, changed the CPU, and it works better. Ooh, nice, dude. Awesome.
Fitness.
That's fantastic, dude. Wonderful. Arches, for me, it was worth it for the longitude. And out of the box, I can see that it wasn't a big deal. But after working title got picked up by Asobo, it's totally worth it. That's a good point. I think, listen, we'll see what the package deals are and what you get and all that, but that's a fair point. I didn't really consider the whole longitude aspect of it, so guess you're all right. I think it also depends on how patient you want to be with waiting for payware to catch up. But to Sage's point, it's like you're probably talking about realistically 2 to 3 years before you really get a good slew of payware. Now, here's the other thing to remember. Is that in MFS 24, theoretically, all the add-ons for 2020 will work in 24 out of the box or won't require upgrades, however they're going to spin it. If that's true, that's like yay. But on the other hand, I wonder, like, if you ever tried putting like an X-Plane 12, you can put an X-Plane 11 add-ons and they work, but they look like The DFW handcrafted is okay, except when I die due to a bad taxiway. Yeah. I can deal with like bumps in terrain and things like that. It's just when you're missing like terminals, like in Orlando's case, that it really bothers me. My hope was that with Microsoft Flight Simulator was that when the satellite imagery updated, we would get like taxiways automatically built in or something through the photogrammetry. That didn't appear to be the case. Yeah, what Arch said. There you go. All right, so we got a first look at Jamaica here. Anybody coming in with us? No. Yes, never mind. This guy, Air France, is coming in. That might be a problem. Do I have him on the scope? Not yet. We'll see where we're going a little bit closer. So we'll just follow this heading in and then take a left turn and land. The problem is we're going to be way too high. Sorry, guys. I think I'm getting a lot of Slack notifications here. It's not a scope. It's a fish finder. Like, come on, be professional. God. Yeah, we're not making 3,000 feet a maxi. Take a little bit of a right turn here to try 185. So you talk about the Southern drawl. Fish finder. I feel like if you're a Southwest pilot, that's how you got to call it. Hey, Carrie, how are you, man? You always seem to go live when I'm doing dreaded yard work. Yep. It seems like no matter what I pick, it's always someone's doing something. But I appreciate each one of you guys being here. I feel like this is it's just hard to know like what time is a good time because all the events are in the evening, but I feel like people got things going on and sleep schedules. So appreciate y'all being here. But you made it. All right, I'm hoping this little vector to the right is going to help us. We're able to get in because I really don't want to have to vector myself around. The airport should be like right there, right? If I recall, I don't remember if I've ever done this flight in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I definitely did it in X-Plane, but it's been a while. Still looking to fill the Sheed void, but I'll slum it here. Thank you, friend. I'm still trying to fill the Sheed void. I thought it was going to be better CP. That was disappointing very quickly. Then I thought it was going to be Arch. Arch never got on center. Then I thought it was going to be Nomad Aviator. He quit. Then I thought it was going to be Crafty. He's got like, I don't know, school? What's up with that? So we have yet to find the heir apparent. mean, a lot of people quit flight streaming. Hawks is gone. Nomad is gone. Arch only streams himself flying into power lines now. It's tough, man. There's not a lot out there. All right, where's this Air France? This dude's just coming in. See, he's coming here. He's got to like turn around and come this way if he has a brain there. Hey, just simply Dave. Driving but lurking and listening. Nice. Good to have you here, Dave. You missed Hawks earlier. He did his usual thing, the shtick and all that, but good to have you here. Yeah, Nomad's gone. He kind of just decided, went on vacation, never came back. He lost that love and feeling, which I don't blame him. I don't blame anybody. It's tough, man. Montego Bay traffic, good afternoon. JetBlue 1693. We're on base for runway 7. We're on base for Maxi Waypoint, Jamaica. Let me get more of a turn here. Let's try 170. The state of Twitch at the time, plus work, plus having a life, he decided to call it. Yeah, exactly. Which is pretty much Arch. That describes so many people. Not just him. We're still way too far out, guys. Like, I gotta do a 360. So annoying. I should have, even though in the real world they're not using a star, I should have used a star because I think it would have avoided this kind of situation. Yep. There are a few worse feelings than having to vector yourself around to lose altitude. So true. It's why people have stopped streaming, and the same thing that caused controllers to stop. Yeah, it's just hard, man. Unless you're betting he's just insane and a mob boss. This is facts right here. Facts, indeed. It really is tough to stream consistently and maintain it for a long period of time. These VATSIM pilots, they get worse and worse every day. Every time I'm like, nah, you controllers are being overly sensitive. Like, most people are fine. Most people are fine. But there are like, then you'll get on there one random day and there'll be some guy who, it's like, it's not that they don't know what they're doing. They're so oblivious to that they don't know what they're doing and think they know what they're doing, that you want to reach out and strangle them as a pilot, because it's like, dude, not only are you an idiot, but you are blocking up the whole frequency for everybody else. Like, you want to be an idiot in an airspace with a ground controller on and not like whatever, you know? But man, when you're really blocking it up for other people, that's a problem. And there's just enough of them, and they all show up, by the way, for events. They're not flying. Maybe they are flying now. I don't know. 1001. But they show up for events. It's like moth to the flame. We were spoiled by the time in 2020. I think that's true, Face. I think really that was the pandemic forced so many people to stay at home. Dave! Dude, thank you, Dave, for the 5 gifties from the car. Man, a roadie gifty. Dude, that is, thank you so much, Dave. Thank you. But Face, I agree with you. Like, people had nothing else, literally nothing else to do. Like Sheed, as an example. And that just forced their hand to you know, oh, crap, what was the Maxi? MAXI. Okay, just kidding. Is that not? Oops, gotta keep turning to the right. I think that it forced so many people to get in there. I listened to one shoe Ben out because he was flying he was on the ground waiting for PDC, and Ben had like 60 pilots in the air. Yeah, I mean that's just. I've been in that situation, but you don't chew out the controller because you realize, oh wait a minute, there's 60 people up in the air, and it's not all about you. I don't have access. Wish I could hear the music.
When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside.
That's why I don't.
When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside. When it comes crashing down and it hurts
Awesome, Dan, welcome. Glad to have you guys here. More drag. Dude.
When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside.
You're just chilling out. Yeah, well, that's you're basically Arch. You're basically in not purgatory, but whatever. No man's land over there.
When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside.
Nice. Just head out until you're out of my airspace over the ocean. Nice, dude. Nice. 10,000 feet. Yes. It's just there's just it amazes me. I mean, this is just people, human beings, like, you know, like if you're on VATSIM and there's a lot of traffic, there's like two kinds of people in this world. One kind of person waits their turn, right? You might get, I'm not saying you shouldn't, like, you know, get frustrated. I get frustrated, but they wait their turn for it. And there's the other kind of people who just get annoyed and angry and start blocking up the frequency with like mindless stuff. Where's this Air France guy? Oh, he's still like way out. If this is accurate, I don't know how accurate this is. How far are we out? 20 miles. Montego Bay traffic, JetBlue 1693, 20 miles from runway 7, Montego Bay. That's definitely him. Nope, not him. Some other dude. Calling center to go to Unicom when you're 300 from the border because you want to go AFK for an hour. Yeah. You got to love people like that. Coming up on the coast of Jamaica. Some people sidestep on frequency. What does that mean? Speed brakes. So in retrospect, there was another fix before Maxi. Oh, whatever. I forget what it was. Something else. Anyway, we should have come in over there and like made the turn in, but whatever. Torch the other day had no one, and he just told them to disconnect, and the people were like, "That's your job." I mean, it's just, again, it never ceases to amaze me how ignorant some people could be on just in VATSIM in general. But I don't know. Oh, they start talking when other crowd are talking. Oh yeah. Well, that's to your point, Mr. Dabup. Like, this to me is like, this is a really common problem. But when you switch frequencies, JetBlue 1693 switch to Boston Center 134.7. When you switch the frequency, wait 3 seconds. Count 3 Mississippi. And if no one's talking, then you talk. Don't immediately start broadcasting as soon as you switch frequencies. It's not a walkie-talkie. It's not a one-way communication. But people don't get that. Flaps 1. All right, we're on the localizer and the glide. Montego Bay traffic, JetBlue 1693, 10-mile final, runway 7, Montego Bay. Here's the question. What gates does JetBlue use in this airport? Because I don't have it in FlightAware. What did they use yesterday? Gate 6. Sure. All right, gear down. Are we in? Let me check something real quick. Okay, we are. Good, good, good. Flaps 4. Was flaps 3? Just kidding. Flaps full. Lights are on. Spoilers. Auto brake. We are ready to land, friends. Move my controls over here. Gotta pull up the chart on my other screen, although I think this airport's pretty small enough to figure it out. HJS. Yeah, it's just right off the runway. Just believe it or not, I'm okay with occasionally being ducked while I'm setting on frequency too much and have to deal with. Right. Yeah, I mean, feedback would be good. It's just, the problem is, Digi, you're a normal person. And I feel like for a lot of people getting feedback, they take it personally. They take offense to it. Like, how dare you tell me how to do this or that? It's like, no, dude, you're just not, like, we can all improve. Especially when we're not professional pilots in the real world. People don't like hearing that. They want to. It's not even that they don't want to improve. It's that they take offense to being told what to do, or rather, they perceive it to be what to do. When you're just saying, "Hey, man, you really should do this and not that," and people think like, "No, we'll do it my way." Got my dad. Thousand feet, stabilized, missed approach altitude set. Now it is. My plane. We're a little on the right now. And we're high.
Above.
There we go. That's better.
Minimum.
Landing.
Flight slope.
Cut up.
Flight
100.
slope. Flight slow.
40, 30, 20, retard.
Ooh, that's a slammer. Woo! Straight to maintenance. Manual braking. Well, welcome to Jamaica. That was a very firm landing. I flared too late on that one, and I kind of knew it. And yeah. Whew. Flaps, slats. Yeah, there's the Air France guy. Montego Bay traffic, JetBlue 1693, clear runway 7. Montego Bay. I'm going to guess landing rate was 480. 427. Okay. Firm but fair, as they say. So this is the, I don't know, this is payware scenery that I purchased right before the stream. I have no idea who makes the scenery. Got this. KJS. I believe it is not this one. No. It is this one. Wing Sim. I'm looking for gate 6. Where is gate 6? 6 is on the corner. Okay. I think I was supposed to take that one. We'll just, it's all right. I think we're okay. There's another turn coming. I believe it's over here where this yellow truck is. Pretty sure that's 6. I think. Now I'm not sure. I'm going to take this one over here. I think GSX thinks I'm going to this one, though. Well, I'm taking this one. So. Of course, there's no numbers, so I really have no idea which one it is. That's good. Brake. You are at the wrong gate. Come on, tell me, GSX.
You are currently parked at the wrong parking position.
Shut up.
The boarding requested.
My chart says this is 6, but I think it wanted me to park somewhere down there. So if it's not gate 6, it's 6 now. Exactly.
Traffic, Air France 4114, so find the air now, runway 07.
For all its flaws, I'm starting to appreciate YouTube more. It really does work out really well, FaZe. You know, it's not like as sophisticated feature-wise as Twitch. But it really works. It does the core thing really well.
Passengers reporting started.
Got the Air France coming in. We'll take a look at him real quick. So this is the scenery. You know, I mean, it's fine. I think the best thing about this is probably the jetways. The building is not that interesting, but maybe it's not that interesting in real life also. And the outside, the scenery surrounding it is not great. So I'm kind of not thrilled with the investment. I know it's there we go. Not bad. Maybe a bit of a bounce there, but I think he did a pretty good job with it. Not too shabby. It's an airport. Yeah, but I paid for it, so I wanted to be good. I mean, this grass looks decent. But the rest of it is kind of like, I don't know. I mean, again, I don't know what the real one looks like, so for all I know, this is kind of like, you know, the grass over here, whatever you want to call that. Like these textures are bad. The parking lot textures are non-existent. I don't know. Alrighty, well, thank you.
Pacific Air from 4014 taxiing to gate via taxiway Alpha and Foxtrot.
Well, thank you all for joining me here. I don't know when my next live stream will be, but I appreciate you all being here. And even happier that the cross-streaming works between Twitch and YouTube. So hopefully we get some new friends in here all the time. Make sure you follow, subscribe, or whatever, depending on which platform you're on. It's called different things. But glad to have you all here. And we'll catch you on the next stream. Bye, everybody.